I had one, and the reason why it happened, I really felt like I was pretty protected on my mission. Um, what happened is I got to this new area, and I served there and everything, and then I got a new companion. It was first day in the area, and we had this contact that we were supposed to contact a long time ago. We never got around to it. Finally, I was like, we're going today. So we're trucking through the snow. It's like really cold weather. We're cruising, and I just had the thought, like, once you get there, Elder Peters, don't go inside this man's house. And I thought, okay, that's simple enough. You know, the thoughts, the feelings, the impressions, I can handle that. We get there, and this man opens the door, and I knew him from earlier, and he was pretty drunk, and I was, okay, he's drunk, no big deal. There's a lot of drunk Russians, and he invites us into his house. I'm like, no, we're not going to go in. And he started talking to him. We really wanted to set up an appointment to come back, and he's like, how about you just come into my little corridor where I keep my boots and things, and that's not the house. You can just stand in there so it's not so cold, And I thought about it, like, that's not like the house. It's just like a little standing area, so it's okay. So I go in there with my companion. We're standing there talking to him, and then he said, oh, in the other part of my house I have my Book of Mormon and this picture I really want to show. I want to show you. And I was thinking, man, no, did the missionaries give him a picture? And I just got curious. And so I was like, I guess we can go back real quick and look. So we went into his house and we were looking, and he had a little icon. And in Russia, in the Orthodox Church, they pray to God through an icon. And so he was showing us the icon. He was showing us his Book of Mormon he received from the missionaries. And as I was talking to him, my companion was standing behind me, and I heard this noise, and I heard my companion just like hit the ground. And there's other drunk man that he was drinking with his buddy. We saw him when he came in. He was just sitting in the corner, totally wasted. But he'd grabbed a hold of my companion's straps and yanked him to the ground, and then was dragging him and like mercilessly and threw him into a wall. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then our friend, he came and tried to stop his buddy, and his buddy's like, I want him to leave. And he's like pushing my companion around, and I go over to him like, we'll leave. Just let go of my companion. He's like, oh, and he's like, my companion, I'm like, just run out. So he runs out, and as I'm following after him, this drunk guy grabs a hold of my backpack, or I think it was a little handle in the bag, and I'm like, what do you want? He's like, I want you to leave. And I told him, then let go of me, we're going. And so just as I said that, like, I was looking back at him, and he just threw this punch at me. And you know how drunk people are, they're really slow. So I just like ducked down and just saw the fist go over. I was like, yeah, it's like a movie, it's pretty sweet. And then it made me really mad. So as we ran out the door, as he was coming through, I just smashed him in the door and pinned him there and just like held him like really firmly. I didn't want him to get out. He was a bigger guy, And I just held him there, and then I had my companion open the gate, and then I ran out afterwards. And there's this dog that's there the whole time in this little kennel, and he was, before we like went and petted the dog, he was like licking our hands, super nice dog. This drunk man goes and he tries to get the dog to sick us, and it was like the most kind, happy, spirited dog ever. So it was really humorous to us. And overall, looking back, it was pretty safe, funny experience, and I could see how it could go bad. But it was, for me, I drew the analogy that with anything, like at first Satan's not going to say go to the very most extreme situation. He's going to say, how about you just step into the walkway here? How would you? It's not technically the house, and it's warmer in there. Nothing can bad happen to you, and that's exactly what happened when we stepped in. And then I got curious about what the man was talking about. I was like, how about you just go a little bit more? And I'm like, okay. And before I know it, I'm automatically like already not following the prompting that I'd received as we were walking over. And so for me, it just kind of illustrated, the Spirit is working, and you need to follow those promptings. And it was a pretty safe environment to learn it in. Yeah. So, and other missionaries did have like extreme experiences, like theft. You talked about crime. Yeah, like a lot of, if you're going in the metros, you like always take your bag off and put it in front of you. And a lot of times, like my companion was saying, like you'll just like turn and you'll see somebody with their hand in your bag, and you're like, hey, this is my bag. I mean, you yank their hand out and they just act like nothing happened, You're like, this guy's ridiculous. And then they hop off the metro and hop on a different cart. So a lot of theft, like just little, they call them karmanchiki, like little pickpockets.